y'all glad not to see that bonnet today. Hi, good morning. Hey you guys, welcome back to She's Legally in Progress. My name is Talia for those of you that are new, and I currently work as a house counsel discovery legal assistant here in the state of Florida. I am also a new entrepreneur, and I am preparing to go further in my legal career. So if that's your vibe or you like that type of information or content, be sure to stick around by hitting the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. Make sure to let me know that you are here by leaving a comment or liking this video. So anyways, today is actually Wednesday. Let me tell you all about my week. You guys know I normally do not, I won't come on camera on Mondays because after my weekend job, I just need one day where okay, I'm feeling whimsical, girl. Plaintiff's attorneys ain't getting on my nerves this week. I'm ducking and I'm answering silly questions with silly answers. No, I'm just kidding. That's why people ask me silly questions, because I'm not rude. And I have been told that, you're not rude and you don't make me feel like my question is silly. A silly question to me is not a question. It's the question that you keep asking, you've already gotten an answer to, and instead of you taking the initiative to write it down somewhere or do something other than try to keep it in your memory bank, you're asking me again right up under the first time I asked and answered it. You okay? You all right? What's going on? So anyways, Monday I don't normally film, so you guys, I don't know if you noticed, but my work from home vlogs usually start on Tuesday. But Monday went fine. I'm climbing out of a funk. I'm climbing out of a funk, and so I have to really stick to a routine, because literally I feel like doing nothing. I feel like nothing. I feel nothing. But I feel panicked, but I feel nothing. So Monday I'm like, oh no girl, I'm rocking and rolling. Okay, rocking and rolling. And my mom called and she's like, I want to pick up an extra hour or whatever at her weekend job. So she asked me to take my nephew on Tuesday. So I got him on Monday night, and then Tuesday I was up so early, y'all. And then I got home late because of a car being on fire. So yeah, yesterday. And then when I got in here, it was like boom, 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 boom. Work is picking up on my little side of the things. So, but it's rocking and rolling. And because I'm on the discovery side now, this is not nothing like that takes a little bit of time. This stuff is very time consuming. And then I'm doing it all day, back to back to back. So today, cue the to-do list somewhere. It's probably going to be over here. I just got my discovery attachments for a file that I've been requesting for them for a week. And the attorneys are too nice for me. Motion. Motion. Wrap this up. I can't be going back and forth. Anyways, I'm like, emotion. They're like, no, keep trying to reach out. Keep trying to. If they haven't been responding in 15 days, why would they start now? I have not even looked to see how many of those prepare initial disclosure tasks I have. Those are getting on my nerves. The problem is the way that the courts align the deadlines. I think that your initial disclosure should be due before your discovery, because especially on my side of the law, I work in auto negligence, and when we get a file, it's unless plaintiff is giving it to us, there are very few times where we're getting new information. Okay, so that's why I say, like, it doesn't make any sense that my disclosures are due after our discovery is due. Like, it needs to be due before. But anyways, so I don't know how many of those that I have to do. I also need to calendar some discovery deadlines, and I need to reach out to the mail team to see if they're gonna ever put my stuff in, or I could do it myself. I've been reaching out like, girl, they said they sent this here, send it to me, I'll upload it myself. And then I think that is it for the day. On a side note, on the entrepreneur side, I need to I already have a plan for 30 days of content for her remote desk assist, and I need to sit down and create it all and draft everything. But I already have a plan, so I'm gonna write my plan out and get that done. And then what I've been doing in order to get more admin jobs, I've been applying to admin platforms. So do your research. I did my research and I applied to like the top 5. 2 of them I got denied, but I think I was doing some more research, and it's because I told them like this is only part-time for me, because it is essentially. But there are other platforms that they don't even ask that, so I applied to all of those. One application I finished up today, and I'm still just promoting. The good thing is that in my area, and I don't know if everyone's area does this, but you can get like a business list, and I'm just going to mail out. I'm gonna get flyers made and mail those things out. Do it old school, honey, because I know there's a bunch of podunk. No, let me tell you that. I know that there are law offices that need additional help. I see it all day. But I can't on my work computer reach out and be like, hey girl, you need an assistant over there? And preferably it can't be in auto negligence. I would do it in like a different field so that there's no cross contamination. So anywho, that's that on that. So let's go ahead and get working. Do I want a montage? Let me see what I want to do here, but I gotta get working. I feel like they've been working me to the bone. They've been working me to the bone. Once I get done with that, I do want to share with you guys, because y'all know I've been trying to study for this LSAT and take the LSAT. I only want to take it once, but I've been studying on and off, and then I was on, and then I went and did a master's program, so then I was back off, but now I'm back on, and I've just been studying in the background. But there are 2 things that I want to share with you guys, but this part is getting very long, and I need to reply to the people responding to me for my inquiry that I just put in the chat here at work. So I'm gonna prop you guys up. Work montage is coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, you guys, so I've been working. I'm on my lunch break, but I wanted to share with you guys, so y'all know I am girl, I'm rolling my eyes, it's just been so long. I've been on a pathway to law school for a long time. Well, it feels like all my life. But anyways, I wanted to know if you guys heard about this different pathway into law school, and it is called JD Next. Now, JD Next, according to the website, is considering themselves an innovative admission path built for today's law students. It doesn't just test you, it prepares you. You'll develop critical thinking, legal judgment, and practical skills you'll rely on throughout law school and your legal career. JD Next does what traditional admissions tests like the LSAT and GRE don't. It includes an immersive 8-week online course that's not just preparation, it's part of the exam itself. You'll work through real legal cases, confront complex issues, and build the kind of thinking law schools and future clients expect. This is a different way of learning and testing your knowledge than what is measured the LSAT or GRE. So if you do any type of looking up, as far as like law school admissions. You guys know that the LSAT and the GRE, but really the LSAT is the bane of every new everybody's existence in this admission process, because the test is, no one can really pinpoint, and they've come up with different things over the years, but no one can ever really pinpoint like what the real point is, because it's not really testing, you know, it doesn't feel like it's really testing for anything practical that you'll use. For me as a Black person, it just feels like another barrier or hurdle to get to where you're trying to go. But they put so much emphasis on it as far as like scholarship money, what schools you can even go to, who will accept you, all that kind of stuff. And so it's kind of like I said, the bane of everyone's existence that wants to go that route. But this is saying that this is an alternate pathway. Now it is about $400, and I think it said it's 8 weeks, and it is self-paced, and that $400 includes the course, the admissions test, the materials, and the score once you test. I want to see, the only reason that I seen this is because I was looking up part-time legal programs, and one of the schools that I was considering actually takes this score. The only thing I don't know is, so I started looking at like kind of like the coursework, and basically you're given cases and you have to you basically take a contract law class. And if you have been around for a long time, I also took a contract legal class during my master's degree. Was not a fan. Anyways, it says that it's an 8-week course and law school admission test that introduces 1L contract law, helping students build essential law school skills. The course requires approximately 6 to 10 hours per week. It begins with a case brief. That's what it is. That's the word I was trying to look for. Case brief workshops focus on, girl, briefing a case is crazy. We did that in my paralegal program all the long day, and I said, if I never see a case brief again, it'll be too soon. But anyways, it begins with a case brief workshop focusing on legal reasoning and case analysis before applying the skills to foundational cases like Hawkins v. McGee. It has interactive lessons, quizzes, and personalized feedback, reinforcing learning. The course includes test prep materials, model answers, and assessment. It concludes with a comprehensive exam that can also serve as a law school admissions evaluation. So there are schools that take this, and it looks like I said, what they say was 8 weeks. So it's an 8-week course, so it's 2 months. The only thing is, I cannot find online, and maybe I just haven't like done a deep dive, but I have not seen where people say that they have utilized this and has gotten money as well, like scholarship money, because they have a really good score here. I've seen people like posting their scores or talking about their experience in the program, and it seems to be very positive. I think one young lady that I was seeing, she did get into law school, but I don't know like finance wise. But it right now, oh wow, there's a lot of schools that will accept this. Some big ones to note is Arizona State University, Sandra Day O'Connor. I got my master's degree from there. And they have a part-time law program, and they introduced an online one. Let's see, Cincinnati College of Law, that's a big one. City University of New York School of Law, that's a big one too. Dayton School of Law, I'm not sure that. DePaul University School of Law, that's a big one. Florida A&M College of Law, Emory University School of Law, Fordham, FIU, that's interesting. Georgetown University of Law will accept it. So that might be a way, but it's just like $400. I don't know. And there's not like enough information out there as far as like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Who will take this? I'm trying to see if I can see like admission wise, if it requires something like additional. You know what I'm saying? Now see, this school, this is FIU, and they will take the JD Next score along with your LSAT score. It says applicants are encouraged to supplement their LSAT score with their JD Next course completion. If you plan to include the JD Next score as a part of your application, please email us to hold your application until scores are received. So this school isn't taking the JD Next or the LSAT. This is taking it supplemental to the LSAT. Child, that's interesting. Why would I pay the $400? Child, why would I pay the $400? Let's see about Arizona State here. Why would I pay the $400 and they still going to make me take this LSAT, which is $200? What's the LSAT at? Taking that LSAT test is what, $250 now, $275? Now ASU says all applicants must register for the LSAT credential assembly. An application for admission must include a valid LSAT or JD Next score. Excludes applicants applying to the ASU Achievement Program. An LSAT score is valid for 5 years. JD Next score must be submitted to ASU Law by, does not accept self-reported. Okay. Now see, ASU Law says that they will take a JD Next score. It says the LSAT for applicants with both an LSAT and JD Next scores from both examinations will be considered. But you can have either or. I don't know then. I don't know. Maybe then it is worth it. I don't know. But I find that very interesting. Hi y'all, good morning. It is actually morning today. Good morning. How y'all doing? Today is actually Friday. This week's vlog is going to be very short because I genuinely like it's just been work. It's just been work. I've also been trying to pull myself out of a slump, and that's always no fun. So today is Friday. I have a lot of discovery due today, so So I'm about to why do people, I feel like, you know what is crazy is you can always tell when someone like you can tell when someone like wants to be heard, because and I cannot stand that. If I'm asking a question, you either know the answer or you don't know the answer. If you don't know the answer, you don't need to respond. It's really that simple. Okay. Today is Friday. My week has been okay on the work front. I feel like I've been working all week, which is cool. The week has flown by. Please excuse my vacuum cleaner. I feel like the week has definitely flown by. However, just on a personal note, not been a really good week for me. I just don't feel like anything. So I've been pulling myself out of a funk. I'm still grappling to get to the edge, child. But work-wise, it's been steady. It's work. Entrepreneur side, it's been slow this week as far as like notary and everything, which is okay. I don't mind. I did have an update as far as my project management client, and I am actually gonna go, I might go today to have them sign and notarize what I need, and then go ahead and I already have a folder. I'll show you guys. I can't show you, well, I don't know if y'all want to see a folder, but I already have a folder of everything, kind of like where we're at with everything. So yeah, I'll do that, and then notarize their notice of commencement so they can get a roof, girl. So they can get a roof. So yeah, otherwise I have not had time to I have not had time to really work on promoting in my social media for my business, and so that's not good. I do have a plan, and it is so, when you're, for me personally, when I'm like, no, like all I can do is work, and then I have to do nothing. I am just not productive on that. So I have not been putting out, I've been putting out very little things. I have not been on my 3 times a day. I have not been on my Zoom every day at 10 a.m. So I am going to take the weekend. I have Bible study tonight, but I am going to take the weekend and get that completed and get it done and automated, so I don't have to worry about it. But I know it's going to take me like a couple of hours to kind of get that done. So we do have an update. They did post my supervisor's role. I did not apply because I know that they do not hire people that work in that office for management positions in that office. So I think they have decided on a person. We have a meeting about it today to see who they chose. Our interim supervisor, she's been cool. We've kind of just been, it's been wild west over here. It's when everybody been in limbo. I wanted to talk with you guys about the job market. The job market is really tough for everybody, not just in the legal field, but in every field. It's really tough. However, if you're looking for a legal job, keep searching. You may have to get a little creative and go for solopreneurs or freelance if you have capacity, or start at intake. You know, maybe some of those lower level roles if you're trying to get your foot in the door somewhere, or look into like licensing or compliance type roles and things like that. it's tough. The job market is tough. During my research and during all these things, if I don't get into law school next year, my plan is to actually leave to work internationally somewhere in the next 2 years. I'm giving myself 2 years to prepare and do these other things, and then if that doesn't, like, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna leave. I have seen what the legal field looks like in other countries, in some countries that I'm considering, and I think it should be fine. I think the good thing, and I talked about this before, the good thing about getting a degree or any type of degree in the legal field, especially one in like paralegal studies, or maybe you have not pre-law. I'm not even sure why they started that, but and maybe pre-law, I don't know what the class requirements are for that, but whenever you have anything in the law, anything in the legal field, those skills are super transferable to so many other things, which is why if you are not sure about law school, look into taking at least an intro class. If you're not, most of the people on my channel are here because you're interested in some facet of the law, and so look into that. There's way more things that you can be doing within the parameters of the law. I always say this, there's a lot of things that you can be doing within the legal field here in the US, and abroad as well. So it may look different, but the skill set is not different. And so yeah, if I don't get into law school in 2026, or I get in and can't, I'm not even gonna speak that into existence. No. If I don't get into law school in 2026, I'll be preparing prior to then, and I am going to try my hand working in another country. I think that I can do it. I want to do it. And why not? Like, I'm not married. I don't have no children. I would love to kind of study abroad, but that takes money and everything too. But anyways, now let me go ahead and get working. I have my one-on-one with my supervisor in an hour, so I need to kind of get some things, because I always feel like at that 11 a.m. point, if all your work and stuff isn't, like, if I haven't gotten like on the roll or gotten into some stuff, at 11 a.m. it's a mad dash to lunchtime, then at lunchtime, and then after lunch I feel like the day is over. So yeah, excuse my energy. I have low energy because I'm not feeling life. So it's nothing to do, but yeah. Happy Friday.